Welcome back. Now the details in full. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi highlighted the importance of unifying international efforts to stop the war and prevent the expansion of its security and humanitarian repercussions. President's remarks came whilst he was receiving Lindsey Graham, U.S. Senate Appropriations Subcommittee, State as well as Foreign Operations and related programs in the presence of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Sameh Shukri, and Chief of General Intelligence Services, Abbas Kemal. We have more details in this report.
President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi received on Saturday Lindsey Graham, the U.S. Senate Appropriations Subcommittee, State, Foreign Operations and related programs, in the presence of the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Sameh Shukri, and Chief of General Intelligence Services, Abbas Kemal. Presidential spokesperson, Councillor Ahmed Fahmy, said during the meeting, the U.S. Senate praised the Egyptian pivotal and fundamental role to enhance security and stability in the region, as well as the strategic partnership between Egypt and the United States, proven by the continuing coordination during the successive regional and global crises. Graham also hailed the Egyptian efforts and mediation to contain the deteriorating situation in the Gaza Strip and appreciated the burdens that Egypt bears to implement relief aid. For his part, President el-Sisi reviewed the Egyptian vision to solve the humanitarian crisis in the Gaza Strip as the President highlighted the importance of unifying international efforts to stop the war and prevent the expansion of its security and humanitarian repercussions. The President renewed his warning of the danger of continuing Israeli military operations in the Palestinian city of Rafah and the associated aggravation of the humanitarian catastrophe that the people of Gaza are suffering from. The head of state urged the need for all parties to engage seriously to reach a ceasefire agreement in a way that allows progress towards implementing the two-state solution as the best path on ensuring justice and sustainable security in the region.
Israeli occupation forces have ended operations in North Gaza's Jabalia area after days of intense fighting and over 200 airstrikes. We have more details in this report.
A number of Palestinians were injured Saturday morning in Israeli occupation airstrikes in the central Gaza Strip. Israeli occupation air forces hit 2 homes and a camp in central Gaza, which led to the injury of a number of Palestinians. Occupation forces ended operations in northern Gaza's area after days of intense fighting and over 200 airstrikes whilst probing further into Rafah in South Gaza, targeting what they say is the last major redoubt of Hamas battalions. Over 36,379 Palestinians have been killed in Israel's air and land war in Gaza, in addition to 82,057 injured, and much of the densely populated enclave now lies in ruins. During the operation, troops recovered bodies of 7 of the 250 hostages Hamas-led fighters abducted when they stormed over the border on October the 7th last year. Since then, over 36,000 Palestinians have been killed in Israel's air and land war in Gaza, and much of the densely populated enclave has become destroyed. Earlier, Hamas said it would be ready for an accord, including an exchange of hostages for Palestinian prisoners held in Israel, as long as the Israelis stop the war. However, Israel said it will not agree to any halt in fighting that is not part of a deal that includes the return of surviving hostages.